All right, back with another episode of 31 Days of Halloween Ranked Countdown. And we're getting ready to start off with the top three. At number three, we're going to be hitting that one. But wait, I'm forgetting something. I'm forgetting something? Something was supposed to be said. Let me see. We're talking about number three, 31 Days. Ah, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I am as well. That being said, if you want to go ahead and have a discussion, comment about something, let's do that. But if you come here with the sole intent of trolling, let's not do that. Because it's all about fun. And we're supposed to be having fun because it's the holiday season. Who doesn't want to have fun? Speaking of fun, we're going to have some fun. Number three. Number three on the list. And you just saw the background on there. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you need to go watch it after we're done. I don't understand why you wouldn't watch it. But The Descent is at number three on my list. Now we're going to talk about the synopsis of the movie, and then we're going to discuss why it is in my top three. So, number one, The Descent is all about five young women who decide to go back to doing some, what would you call that exactly? Cave diving, cave exploring, crawling, something, whatever it is, in memory of a fallen team member from years back. And friend, of course, not just team member. So whenever they get here, it's a very, how do I put this, obscure location. Um, not on the map very easily. What could go wrong knowing of a place like this? So they decide to go in there and start doing their thing. And of course, they're going through, if you've got claustrophobia by any means, this is not your movie. Because they get in some spaces that are big enough for my big toe to get stuck in, and they're still squeezing their bodies through because they just wiggle for like minutes at a time. Uh-uh, not me. No, no, not doing it. So that's not the worst part. The worst part is what happens whenever they get into the areas where it's just dark, dark and no light, which is whenever they get further down into it. When that happens, they start encountering the creatures. The creatures, mm-hmm, closest thing to a vampire, but on a different level, is the way that I look at it. And again, we're in the synopsis. This is not why it's in my top three. But they cannibalize everything that they catch down there. They eat. Oh yeah, they kill it, they eat it, and they're brutal about it too. So this is all about survival in trying to figure out not only how to get away from these creatures, but to figure out a way out of this maze of caverns down here and get back to somewhat of civilization. Synopsis done. Why is this in my top three? So many movies out there. Why would I choose this one? Jump scares. Oh, it's got it. Jump scares are definitely in there. The whole, we go from pitch black to, okay, we're going to look around with the night vision camera, nothing, nothing, nothing. Holy crap, there it is, and you're dead. Yeah, just that quick. Night vision plays a big part in this one, which I love whenever they do that kind of stuff, when it's done well. The survival mode kicks in, and you start wondering who's going to actually survive and who's going to shove someone else in front of something to survive. Yeah, kill or be killed definitely comes into play on this one. So there's that. And then on top of everything, when all is said and done, it leaves it wide open for number two. So this is one where number one and number two are equally as good in my book. So Descent 1 and Descent 2 are definitely there. And they didn't go through and say, okay, with Descent 2, we're going to go with a brand new cast in here and everything. Oh, no, they continued it on with those that were living anyway. Um, and moved on to a whole different storyline with that, which was pretty awesome how they did it. But The Descent, is a descent into hell, is the closest thing that you can think of. There is one point in there where the female lead is trying to hide from these things, and the only place she has to hide is into their feeding ground. But of course, where are you going to hide? There's bones, there's junk all over there and everything. They'll dig through bones because they hear so well. So the only thing she's got is they don't have water down there, but they've got something that's liquid that she can go down into, that there's a whole bunch of decayed meat and bones and everything around there. Yeah, it's blood. And she got into this pond of blood and just coated herself in there and stayed away from them underneath, holding her breath, and then came up and was just, oh, it was a straight up Carrie moment and a half. Awesome. If you haven't seen it, you need to. If you have, let me know what you think. We're in the top 3. Let me know what you thought so far about my picks. I want to know, because we're in the top 3 now. I want to know what y'all think about my picks, what you think about me doing this. If you think this was a good idea doing it this way, where it wasn't just strictly posts that are out there saying this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. Instead of that, I go ahead and go through with the synopsis. I go through with why it's my pick. And then if you look, I also have a folder on my channel as well, which you should be seeing because it shows up in the recent files, where I'll have the official previews for each of these movies that I've picked, making it very easy for you to get more of a feel of what I'm talking about. So please, please, please remember, like, subscribe, and share today if you're enjoying what you're seeing. Subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the content. We're getting so close to my number 1 pick. I'm wondering if anybody can guess what that even is going to be yet. But we're getting close to that. This has been an absolute blast. We're going to take the month of November off and not do another one of these month-long deals. But December does have one coming up, and it won't be me doing it. You're going to get my partner doing it. So get ready for that one. It's going to be a lot of fun. So subscribe so you don't miss out on any of this content, the upcoming content, past content, anything that's going on. Let's go ahead and just raise the voice of the indies together so that we can go ahead and make sure we increase the exposure levels for everyone involved. Thank you again very much for watching. We certainly appreciate it. Looking forward to continuing this on and going ahead and completing this here shortly, even though it is a bittersweet moment because I've been enjoying this. But remember, tomorrow is number 2 on the list. Until then, all eyes are on you this holiday season.